People, wait, is this mic on? Is everyone listening to this? When you thought this story was done with all the magic and the miracles of things just flowing to Stephanie without her doing anything, then she's like, oh yeah, also we're getting a bed.
Well, that was a thing too, that I
So
also
good.
want that to be easy.
Yes.
Like
I
when
love it.
Sometimes Thomas will be like, "Can you get on Facebook Marketplace and like reach out to people about refrigerators?" And I'm like, I'm pretty sure this morning or yesterday morning I said to him, "I will if it feels good. If I feel like it, I will, but like if I don't, I'm not gonna do it."
Oh, I love it. I
And
love it.
he's just, I want to say that he's come to accept me, but it's truly that I've come to accept that as my process, that I don't have split energy on it, which is a
Yes.
really common Abraham term of like
Mm,
people reflect to you. If you split energy is like, I want this but,
yes.
or whatever. It's like a tug of war. I want to like cut that video out. It's just weird imagery. It's like a tug of war. Just kidding. Of like two ends you're pulling against. Both you want something, but you don't think you can have it. And this
Yes.
shows up in like a trillion ways in the way we relate to people. But people reflect our split energy back to us so
Yes.
clearly because it's like,
Yes.
if I was feeling guilty that I didn't want to do yard work, or guilty that
Oh, so
I didn't
true.
want to look on Facebook Marketplace or whatever, he would give me pushback.
Yes.
He has in the past. And I've calibrated my feelings of guilt many times. I think one of the more recent times I recall was just this winter. He wanted me to
Yeah.
like do a bunch of errands for him one day, and I just felt so bad that I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
And Gina was like, Thomas is a powerful creator just like you. And
Yeah.
sometimes you're the co-creator in him getting his desires met, and sometimes you're not. And the way
Yeah.
you can tell, Stephanie, is by how you feel when the request is given to you. If there's
Yep.
tremendous resistance to just like, oh, I do all, there's thoughts, oh, I do so much for you. That's a different story. But just in general, if I recognize that I don't have like guidance to do some of the tasks that he's assigned to me or asked me to, it's like he can still have that.
Yep.
But it might not be me who's like delivering it to him,
Yes.
sending his shoes out or
Yeah. Yes.
whatever,
Yes. Yeah. Wow.
whatever
So
the case is.
true. So true. And it's so freeing when we can get to a place where we don't hold that guilt around it, and we stay in our power with it, right? And we don't give our power away to someone else. And that has been such a process for me. And of course, there's moments that that pops up again for me to kind of recalibrate and adjust, right?
Yeah.
Because I call myself a recovering people pleaser.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's like that was the name of the game in the past, was like, what do they need and want? So, and I then will go over and beyond to, make that happen, to make sure that then I'm receiving what I thought, I was receiving love from them. And it's so true. I love that you just brought this little bit up, because it is so true. When your energy is split, as you said, with in a scenario, the other person will absolutely reflect that back to you. And 100% of the time, when I'm really confident and like I don't have anything weird in my energy field around it, I just know this is me, this is what I want, this is who I am, where I'm at, blah blah blah, fully in my power. The other person might be disappointed, but they're not coming at me in an attacking way. They actually really accept whatever I'm saying, because they can feel my energy around it and my power around it,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and it's such a different experience.